Hey everyone, so I'm going to be doing my review here on now Ninjago episode 63, Operation Land Ho. So you get another great episode and more action, more filled with action and all that stuff because the next episode is the season finale of Skybound. So here we go. So it begins right off from basically where the last episode ended with, where Jay was thrown into the portal, and he ended up falling right into Ed and Edna's junkyard. Actually, he was thinking of his parents when he was falling through, so he ended up going there. So that's where he ended up falling. And meanwhile, they show a scene for Ninjago again, and you can see Ninjago is becoming more and more. It's coming together more and more and more. So Ninjago is like basically complete now, and they just show another scene here of it. They show Nia being forced to put on a wedding dress to marry Nanakan, and you can see there it's got forearms there. It is apparently belonged to Nanakan's mother or something, and then they end up fixing it later. But they're forcing her into the dress, and then back to the scene with Ed and Edna and Jay. Jay kind of explains, what's been happening, and Ed goes and tells Jay that you should go find and recruit yourself some different friends to go help you save, Ninjago and save his friend, save all the ninja, and stop the wedding of Nanakan and Nia. So that's what he ends up doing. So he goes to get some older friends and stuff. He goes to get Dareth. He ends up getting Captain Soda as well. And Captain Soda's right back to doing all his little tricks and sneaking around doing little crimes. So I guess his little prison escape isn't really gonna do much, help him much if he keeps doing that. But then Jay goes and gets Skylar for some help too. So there's Skylar's finally her appearance in this season. We were told at the Comic-Con she would appear, but now we're actually finally seeing her come back in. She's got a new outfit, but they're not making it as a figure, but she's got a new outfit, so pretty interesting. Then Jay ends up going and recruiting the Echo Zane from the Watchtower or whatever you want to call it, where Zane's father was trapped. And then they go to a scene where the police chief is arresting Ronan because Ronan's back up to his little tricks again, but Jay is there, and they both agreed to go and help Jay. And then Jay's got his little group here to go try figuring out how to save Ninjago. So he's got Captain Soto, he's got Skylar, Dareth, the police chief, Echo Zane, and Ronan. So it's a very interesting little group. But this is the little group. There's Skylar, but they just kind of sit there and come up with a plan on what they need to do. They need to catch They need to figure out when the next chunk of Ninjago is going to rise to Ninjago, so they can catch a ride on it to get up there. And there's a few Sky Pirates there as well that they try to fight off, and then they get their ride on the next chunk of Ninjago that is being lifted up. And the police chief is left there, he's still fighting. He was still fighting and all that stuff. So, but they got their ride to Ninjago, so there they are on the chunk of Ninjago rising up. Once they get there, they start to come up with plans on how they can do all the stuff that they need to do. The wedding looks like it's apparently taking place at Sensei Yang's temple. So, but they're just kind of gathering around, trying to figure out what they need to do. And again, they show Nia here. They fix the dress and all that stuff. Then Jay, he comes to the window. He's trying to explain. He's been trying to figure out and try to save Nia and all that stuff. So he's happy to see Nia, of course, but he still needs to stop Nanakan. But Nia, you can see they're way in the back. Jay actually tries to use his wish on Nanakan, but he's not in range, or he's not in hearing range for Nanakan to hear him. So that means the wish will not work. So he keeps trying, but it doesn't really end up working. But Nia convinces Nanakan to put his sword down, just so it's like just him and Nia at the wedding, you know. So he puts the sword down, but Jay is still there, and Jay is able to retrieve the sword, you know, the Jin blade. So Jay now has the Jin blade, and he asks how can he save his friends from this Jin blade. And Captain Soto is there. He starts to explain how you can do it, how you only have a few minutes to get in there and get back out before you're stuck in there and all that stuff. And to be put into it, you have to be struck by the blade. And Echo Zane, you know, before Jay can actually explain his whole plan, Echo Zane kind of makes a mistake, and you know, he strikes Jay a little too early. You know, pulls Jay into it so Jay can go save his friends. So now this is the inside of the Jin blade itself. It's like a big, you know, I don't know what you would call this, but it's like a very odd place. You know, all the ninja are kind of asleep. I don't know if you call it sleep or just, you know, they're just kind of floating around. You know, there's kind of, you know, they're not really awake. They're just kind of zoned out because you suppose I don't know what this place exactly does, but you know, it's floating around and stuff. And I actually saw Griffin Turner floating around in there, so I don't exactly know what that can mean, but I don't know. It looks like Nauticon got to some elemental masters too. But you know, the main focus right now is Jay getting the ninja back. So at the top there, you can see Griffin Turner a little bit. But Jay goes and gets Kai. Then he goes and gets Zane, and then there's Cole there that Kai is getting. Jay goes and gets Lloyd as well. Lloyd is still older, so I don't exactly know what that's going to mean. But then Jay goes and gets Misako. Asks Misako where Wu is. He goes and gets Wu, and then they're on their way to go out of the the blade before the portal thing closes. They're almost there. You know, they're just about to come out. They all get out, but Jay is the last one to get out. There's one person in there left, you know, trying to make one final attempt on, you know, trying to fight the ninja and, you know, try stopping them and all that stuff. And that's Klaus. You know, I don't feel like we're going to see Klaus again. I feel like he's just going to end up being trapped in this thing forever. You know, who knows what will happen in the future, but, you know, it just kind of seems like this character that's he's trying, but he just can't do it anymore. You know, he can't do anything anymore. He's not really much of a threat. He's just trying to do anything now. But of course, Jay kicks him off, and he starts to float the other way. So Klaus again is still stuck in there, along with lots of other people as well. But so that's a problem. But and then the ninja are all out. Zane meets the Echo Zane character. I don't exactly know how long this Echo Zane is going to last in the show, but Echo Zane meets normal Zane, so it's kind of interesting, I suppose. And then the whole group is back. You know, all the ninja are back. Sensei Wu and Misako are back, and I think Lloyd is still older. So I don't know what that could mean, but Lloyd is still older. Maybe he'll revert back to normal or change back to normal. It's not a kind of defeated, who knows, but it's kind of interesting. But you know, they got a wedding to stop, they say, so it's kind of how the episode ended. But I mean, altogether, it's a really, really great episode again, and I'm ready for the finale. Again, you guys didn't have to watch this, of course, because it's spoilers if you did not watch the episode yet. But the finale, you know, I'm really excited for that one because. You know, I'm sure there's going to be so many different twists and surprises. Of course, we're going to wrap it all up. The defeat of Nauticon, and maybe, just maybe, you know, a cliffhanger maybe to next season. It's only maybe because, you know, Tournament of Elements did that too. So, just maybe. It may not do it either. You know, Possession never did it for Skybound. So, you know, who knows? But either way, the finale is the next one, so that is the way back or something like that, and that's the name of the episode. But there's my review on Ninjago episode 63, Operation Land Ho, and yes, I will be back for Ninjago episode 64 review, and that will be the finale episode review. So, if you've seen the episode, what did you guys think about the episode?